Hello friends, Marcy here, and I want to do a quick unboxing sharing. But before I unpackage this off camera with all the tape and paper, I just wanted to say, you know, I've noticed for some time that Goulet Pens has had their logo printed on the Priority Mail packages in various sizes, and you know, I'm proud of them for actually achieving that goal. So I just want to show that before we open, and I will read. So here's the contents of the labeled box, and we all know we get the little popsicle, Tootsie Pop, strawberry, okay, and the packaging notice from Brenda J. Thank you, Brenda. And our sticker. Oh, that looks like the Japanese cherry blossoms. And I'm not sure what pen that is, but it kind of looks like a Pilot vanishing point. Wow, pretty, pretty. All right, we know this is a pen, so let me, oh, I was going to let me hide it, but never mind. Let me turn it over and give you a hint and move this aside. Of course, this is a bottle of ink, and in this order, it happened to be a freebie. Private Reserve ink was a free gift included along with the purchase of this pen. And let me get it in here. So it is called Blue Suede, and I'm thinking I'll probably use this gorgeous ink to ink up the pen, which we shall see in a moment. All right, inside the box of another Omniflex nib. I'm new to that, as you've recently seen on my Monteverde. This one is a Conklin Duragraph special edition. Again, it says Rainbow Special Edition. Oh, that's a nicely created presentation box. I like the blue leatherette and the gold stitching with the gold foil. It's a nice touch. And look at that gold stitching everywhere. Oh, not on the back, but on the bottom. There we go. And okay, yeah, clamshell box. Oh my goodness, look at that glisten. All the colors in that glisten. Ooh, eye-catching, right? And inside this very soft lid is the gold foil logo for Conklin, the legendary name for fine writing instruments, established 1898. Okay, we'll pull this out. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I expected more of the brass base finish than all the colors with the purple and the gold and the green. So we'll talk about that in a quick moment. It's quite hefty. I might have to get my scale. Conklin, established 1898 on the finial. Wow, let's see what contents are included underneath. A card about the Omniflex nib, a blue cartridge, a black cartridge, and the fill and refill instructions for the fountain pen. So let's look and find the included converter according to the instructions. Let me go back. I see some inscription here. I don't know if I can pick it up on the camera, but on this silver band, and I can also fill it like it's engraved. It does say Conklin, and then on the back it does say Duragraph in between some like quarter moon and quarter moon designs. I'm not sure that's coming through. Anyway, so this pen is going to be a half, 1 half. Okay, 1.5 turn, and it has a very large number 6 nib. I know that's larger than the Omniflex nib on my Monteverde. And vertically down the middle of this nib, it says Omniflex. It has the same wings here on the shoulders that you can see that are cut in. And the nib is tipped. I can see that. All right, let's look inside at, oh, look at all the blue and green here on the grip section, as opposed to the gold and purple pink here. Wow, it's so pretty. And this is metal on metal. Oh my, it's a universal standard converter, and it also takes the universal standard cartridge. But inside we have metal threads here, and I love the sound of putting together and taking apart the pen as well as capping. So let's take off our converter. So it does have on the nib section metal threads inside here, and then we have like the seal or the push part of the converter that goes in, and then the threads here on the back side are in the plastic reservoir of the converter. So we'll put that inside again. And the colors of this, if I can bring out my TWSBI VAC 700, I just flushed that today. I did a lot of flushing on my VAC pens, so let me pull that out here. These are the pens that I flushed ready to refill along with this one. The TWSBI VAC 700 in Iris. Of course, the nib is gorgeous with all the rainbow colors, as well as the inside metals, and the outside on the band, finial, and rings here. That's all the rainbow that the TWSBI VAC 700 Iris gets, which this is full body rainbow. And for me, rainbow is a promise from God, so I just love seeing the rainbow as a reminder of that. All right, let's, you know what? Let's, while we have the pen together, let's go ahead and weigh the full body pen. Being a metal pen, it is quite hefty. And I'm always, look at me, I'm already rubbing off my fingerprints. Wow, 53.96, about 54 grams for the whole pen. Let's look at just the cap. I don't know if those numbers are coming in for you. The cap is 24.5, almost 25 grams. And just the barrel body before inking, 29.5, almost 30 grams on just the pen. It's quite a hefty pen. All right, let's get into this converter. We do want to do a rinse because of, as we've seen in previous videos, The factory does test their nibs with ink, so let's do a quick flush for any residue. I need my plunger down, immersed below the breather hole to draw up water. This one's coming up clear on the water. And clear on the, oh, that one's a full fill on the second time. So we'll get some good ink on our ink fill. All right. I have a bit of a towel here. Oh, I forget about the pointy shoulders on that Omniflex nib. Okay, Private Reserve. I need to get into this bottle. And what do we have here? Oh. Okay. Okay. That is a nice full fill, but remember we did rinse it with water, so the nib section and everything was already wet and primed. So get it back together and let's do a writing sample. By the way, my fingers earlier were very, very stained because I flushed several of my vac pens today. So, but I don't mind. I use ink. I like ink. I love ink, and I wear ink. All right. So we have a Conklin. Oh, I'm loving this blue suede ink. Wow. Duragraph. And in just a moment, I'll read some of the details from the website on this pen. This is an Omniflex pen, and I'm liking the nib already so much better than the Omniflex on the Monteverde Ritma. It's writing smoother. Omniflex. And this is a rainbow. I'll have to look up the exact details, but this was a special edition. Again, special editions get me. And a Goulet exclusive. Okay, the ink was also a reward, and it's Private Reserve. It was free with purchase. So anytime you can get a full bottle of ink, not just a sample, but a full bottle of ink as a free gift, it's, you know, quite the bargain. Private Reserve ink in blue suede. I like this, the nib on this pen. So far, I like it much better than the nib on the Monteverde Ritma. They're both Omniflex, but the writing experience is different. So I'm glad I'm able to experience different pens with this nib, this new nib for me, new to me nib. And let's look at, hold on, let me do some of the swirlies. Now, I don't know, I may have to try some of this Private Reserve ink in the other nib to see how that performs, because again, I'm only comparing some, instances, not the full comparison. So this ink, as before, when I pull down, the top of this stroke is lighter and the bottom is pooling, not like the Moonstone where the top pulled down and then the bottom blended with the top. It didn't pool at the bottom like this one. So I do love shading inks. I like them to pool. And that's usually my expectation. So I was quite surprised with the performance of this one earlier. All right, so yeah, gorgeous. So this, I might have to try some of this ink in my TWSBI vac. This has been like proprietary for me. It's been only using organic studio nitrogen because I love the way it shades and sheens, and it shows the properties of the rainbow on this pen. But I'm liking, oh, I've also used the Yamaburo in this pen. It performs great. But yeah, when I run out, I don't know. This is gorgeous. I'm really liking this Conklin Duragraph Omniflex Rainbow with this blue suede ink. I want to try this blue suede ink and other pens to see what we have. But let me tell you a little bit before we go about this pen from Goulet's website. Of course, you could also, oh, sorry, and you know, some of the inks are out of stock already. But it says, pen is made of rainbow PVD plating over brass. It's accented by chrome trim. The fountain pen is offered in your choice of various number 6, Yowo number 6 steel nibs, from extra fine to broad stub or the Omniflex like I have here. The Duragraph is inspiration from the rich heritage of the Conklin brand, which was purchased and revived in Jaffa 2009. It's manufactured in Asia and assembled and distributed from Canoga Park, California. It pays tribute to its roots in Toledo, Ohio, with a Toledo, Ohio engraving on its nib and barrel. See, I've yet to discover that. I'm going to have to search that out. In 1923, the Duragraph model was launched, and afterward was considered to be the definitive pen. The Duragraph offers a choice for your individual handwriting style. And if you would like to go to Goulet's website, you can find a lot more information on this pen, as well as check the stock availability on this pen in various nib sizes. So thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.